Hello, my name is Tim Estrell, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. If you haven't been to this channel before, we do live streams every Monday night. We get together, we drink a little whiskey or whatever beverage you choose, and we talk about truck stuff. So if you're watching this replay, we talk about truck stuff. It's off the cuff. We do it, talk about different things, and we don't really have a script. And so I noticed that some people are watching the replays on the channel. And if you're watching it, you're getting confused. Like, what the hell? There's not a script. It's not like a promo thing. You don't see a name in there. I'm in my office drinking whiskey. It's a Monday night. I got a bunch of stuff coming up. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the electric F-150. That made a bunch of news this week. So again, if you haven't seen it in the video, automotive journalist, you can see on the wall over there a bunch of articles written for Truck Trend, for Boston Globe, for Chicago Sun-Times, different places, degrees. I got all the stuff that says that I'm legit. Yeah. So if you like this channel, hit subscribe. Do live streams. I do crazy adventures. I do auto shows. I do conversations about things, talk about the industry going on. I do reviews of vehicles. It's a whole thing. It's a thing. And I'm rural. I live in Western Nebraska. So if you haven't been to this channel before, welcome. Definitely start checking things out, and a lot of fun stuff on this channel. So what's up, guys? We have some guys coming over. TD's here, Doug's here, and Mike be the one. I do want to talk about electric F-150. I kind of teased that in a promo. In case somebody's watching a replay, was it Jim? Whatever. Ford CEO said they're going to come out with the electric F-150. I don't know. So everybody's freaking out about it. Oh my God, it's coming. But if you do and look at it, it's about 10 years out. That's about the time frame looking at. And by then, you need to have faster charging. You need to have longer range. You need better towing. A lot of ifs, ands, or buts when the electric F-150 comes out. I'm not a huge fan. I think there's some opportunity there for a various amount of different powertrains in the marketplace, but I'm not sure a battery electric vehicle in a truck makes a lot of sense. That's just me. This is a must subscribe channel for sure. Where's the whiskey? It is right here. We drink whiskey. We talk trucks. I go hunting. I go fishing. If you're new to this channel, and there's people that watch this replay, which if you do, then this is what this is. So I know Tesla turned a bunch of cars out, but they're all laid off people. They just laid off a bunch of people. I know that EV car sales are still within 2% of the marketplace. I have a press release from Diesel Forum saying 3% of diesels occupy the marketplace. So that means they sell more diesels than they do EVs. Charging stations are still coming up. Infrastructure is still going to be built. And I'm really concerned about the amount of charging time there is. I think that's the other thing too. Like, there's range anxiety, like how far can I go before I charge? There's also like charging anxiety, like where am I going to go to charge? How long is it going to take? Do you really want to go on a road trip and stop for 8 hours to charge in the middle of a road trip? That's a concern. But yeah, so that's my concern with F-150. 3 minutes there. If you're tuning off, you're tuning off. That's what the deal is. Talk to my loyal fans here. My guys are on the chat. Guys, here's the deal. Tomorrow I go to Houston. And I fly out at 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm back tomorrow night from Houston, Wednesday night. And Houston's not a problem. That's easy. I can do Houston. I can do Uber thing. I can do that kind of stuff. Sunday morning at 6 a.m., next Sunday at 6 a.m., I fly to Tokyo. Yes, I fly to Tokyo. I have a lot of concerns about Tokyo. If you don't know, maybe you're new to this channel. I have a lot of new subscribers. I'm working on this plan for about 8 months now. Yeah, I'm going to fly to Tokyo Sunday morning. Electric F-150, can't wait to see it. Yeah, I can't wait to see it either. Again, Rob with me. I want to see it. Anyways, I fly to Tokyo, and I'm going to fly to Tokyo, and then go fly to Nagoya. I'm with Toyota for 2 days. I'm going to interview a chief engineer, do some hydrogen stuff, check out the museum. I'm going to go to Hara, which is a 4Runner production facility. I have lots of video coming. I'm going to do video as much as I can on this channel. And stories, pickuptrucktalk.com. I'll have some stories in there too, and whatever I can sell. I'll still do freelance time. And then I'm going to ride the bullet train from Nagoya to Yokohama and do some stuff with Nissan. I'm going to interview the chief engineer Nissan over there. We're going to talk Titan. Titan, if you knew, they cut 700 jobs. Sales have been off, but I want to talk Titan. I want to talk Rogue. I want to talk about Pathfinder. I want to talk about all that stuff because they have a lot of stuff going on over there, and it's been a really interesting year for them, especially with going in prison or in jail. Yeah, jail. So, friends, I'm a little stressed. I I've been watching tons of YouTube videos. I've been like searching a lot, and I'm really concerned about Japan. I really am concerned about Japan. Hey, Puerto Rico, you understand this? Puerto Rico gets it. I really am concerned about how Japan's going to work out. I've been all over the place on this. I've been watching lots of videos, doing lots of stuff, and I think it's going to go swimmingly. It's going to be fine. It's 12 hours in the plane. 12. I'm flying business class, so I get the reclining seat. Drinks are free. Lots of good videos. I guess I can watch movies while I'm flying. I get in like at midnight my time. Connect a flight out of Tokyo to Nagoya. That's a 2-hour flight. Hotel room by like 3:30. I think it was turned out to be, and then I'm up like 9 hours later for my day with Toda. So here's a question for you guys. Has anybody mixed Red Bull with whiskey? How does that work? I don't know. I'm sorry, Cody. Leave me alone. I'm doing a live stream. Kids pounding on the door. All right. So yeah. So that's yeah. I haven't done that. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be awesome for the channel. I don't know. All right, Dan and Mopar man. Been doing lots of videos. I'm trying to watch Dan. Care less about what's going on in Japan. I'm a Mopar guy, and they're in North America. Yay me. Yeah, I thought about that too, but there's not much going on in the Mopar in Japan. There's a lot of going in Japan that's coming to the United States, but not vice versa. Breaking news: Dodge said they're killing the Hellcat and making the next generation electric Charger fully electric. Yeah, I saw that too. But remember, the Hellcat's in the Jeep Grand Cherokee. They're talking about the TRX Ram. I'm gonna take this over to truck side. The Ram TRX supposed to have Hellcat in it. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a time frame. We're gonna discontinue it, but FCA's got to do something. What's interesting about the FCA news is that I was just literally talking to them in Detroit this last week. I was at the show, and they were discussing how much they're lamenting not having the big 3-row SUV on the marketplace right now. So, I mean, you watch the stuff, right? So Ford's got Expedition's new, Navigator's new with Lincoln. Tahoe and Yukon are coming. I've seen some spy photos of those stuff. Escalade may be coming too. And FCA is like, where's our big 3-row SUV? They want that. They don't want electric. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. No, Rob, Tim always looks. I always look a little red. I'm sorry. I get a little hot in here too. I close the door, keep the kids out. It gets a little hot in here. A Red Bull Buzz. I know. I'm gonna be like, where's my phone? I'm gonna connect my phone with this damn thing. And I finally figured out how to make it work. Like, right? That's gonna be what's gonna be in Japan. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know. I'm really excited to go. But I just told the wife. I said I think I'm really excited to get my own bed on. Well, let's see. It'd be Thursday night because you miss a day, right? So you miss the Friday to the Thursday. I'm home for the weekend. Then I'm gone for a week. I am. It's like back to back, and I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna be like, Japan. I get back from Japan. I go to Chevy Heavy Duty. I go to see my brother for a night, and I go to Chicago Auto Show. So mid-February, I'm gonna be trash. We're gonna do the live stream like the second week of February. Be like, yeah, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what's going on. I should have like a Budweiser that night, right in the can. It'd be awesome. Okay. Explains a lot. Tim's going to be drunk and while you're rolling whiskey. Fun times said. It's gonna be crazy, but I think there's a lot of important stuff. I have some news on Toda. I'm not allowed to share, but there'll be a new truck in Chicago. There you go. There's my teaser. It's 9 minutes, 20 seconds. If you made it this long in the video, there's your teaser. There'll be a new truck in Chicago. Now, I'm not saying anything else. That's it. Yeah, it is. It's a Zion. And I had to call customer support because it didn't work. It kept like dropping my phone. Well, it turns out you got to put the phone in and like line it up, put the app on, and then turn the son of a bitch on. Dumb. So I think I have to figure it out. It's gonna be me and Mike Swears with that on the table. I'm gonna put a little lapel mic on him, I'm going to badger him with some questions about Forerunner, Sequoia, Tacoma, Tundra. So if you have questions, if you have questions for Mike Swears, put them down here. I got some questions in my head. I got 12 hours in the plane. I'm going to be like taking notes. It's going to be an hour-long interview in my mind, maybe 45 minutes. And I'm hoping people will watch it. I'm hoping this channel blows up over that. Hoping he says some crazy stuff. And I'm hoping things, take off. All right. Trackhawk here costs $130,000. You're in Puerto Rico, though. You said, right, Juan? In Puerto Rico? How's the rebuilding going? Tiny beds in Japan. So I have hotels figured out. Nissan's going to hook me up in a couple nights. Toyota's hooking me up. I don't know about that. I'm concerned about Wi-Fi. I don't think this will be another live stream. I think this is going to be my live stream, and there'll be another live stream in mid-February. That's where I'm at. I think I'm out of town most of the time. Yeah, I heard that as well, Juan. Probably going to be towards the mid-2020s, so I won't worry about it. It's not going to be that big a deal, guys. We love electric cars. Journalists love electric cars. It just drives me nuts, but we love them. The future's here. The future's coming. The future's here. And yet they're only 2% of the marketplace. I don't know. They don't work around me. Do some crazy Japanese drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. I don't think I want to do drugs. I don't know. I want to try the Japanese whiskey though. New Tundra. It's not a New Tundra. I agree, Dan. Oh, I said that out loud. I gotta stop. Why no rear differential on Tundra T100 Pro? I don't know. I really don't know. They should have one. I mean, they should. It makes total sense for them to have a rear differential on TRD Pro. I don't know why they don't. I have driven it through the mountains of Colorado, and I haven't needed it. It's such a big V8 in it that I haven't had any problem with that. But then you can get, you can get buried. I mean, it's what's going to happen. Like your thumbnail, rebuilding doing good. Thanks, Juan. Where I might be changing the icon soon as I'm looking at replacing my current car with a Dodge Charger. When can we expect a 6.5-foot bed Crew Max on the Crew Max Tundra? Never. It's interesting. Toyota is spending a lot of energy right now on Tacoma. A lot of energy on Tacoma. And I think it's going to be, that's where they're heading in the future. I think you're going to find less and less options on Tundra. I think they're throwing in a towel on the half-ton market. Gosh, somebody's going to get a phone call over that. They're not throwing in a towel on the half-ton market. I think they're comfortable where they're at with the Tundra. I think they've spent a lot more energy on Tacoma, which is interesting because Nissan's doing the opposite. Nissan's not spending much money on Frontier. They're spending a lot of money on Titan, and it's not working out for them. So it could be a precursor to what Toyota's seeing. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. New Super Duty coming to show in February 2. Boy, James, that's the question, isn't it? Where is the Super Duty? Where? There's a video on this channel that people have been watching like crazy. It blew up, which is great. 2020 Super Duty, I did a quick video on what you can expect, was not at Detroit Auto Show. That's ridiculous. There's many theories. Popular theory is that Ford got wind of what Ram was doing and went back and tweaked their powertrain to get more torque. More torque. That's the theory. I had 2 reps from different companies ask me about that theory. They were talking about that's what they think is going to happen. I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting theory. There's also conversations about it being delayed because the EPA is closed right now with the government shutdown. And so does that mean that they can't bring it out yet because they want to certify it first before it goes on sale? I don't know. I don't know where the Super Duty is. I think it's ridiculous they didn't do anything about it. It seems to me it should be out. And I don't know why it's not in the marketplace. I don't know why. Or not at the show. I think it should be available to show. But everybody's doing off-site. Ford did an off-site for the Explorer. I haven't had any emails from Ford yet. I don't know if they're planning something. I don't know. I think it's got to be out soon. I found a sweet deal on 2006 Dodge Charger SRT, 80,000 miles on it, which is horrible. It's really in good shape, and asking about 13,000 for it, so maybe I get it. What type of golf clubs do you use? A bit of a random question on the channel, but okay. I have Mizuno blades, and I have Mizuno driver. Yeah, Mizuno driver. I have a Forward. I carry a Forward. That thing's a beast. I'm like Henrik Stenson with my Forward. It's fantastic. And then I don't know my brands of my putters. I don't know my brands of my clubs. But yeah, I use blades. I bought some Mizuno's MP5s that I've been using them for irons. I cannot hit cavity back irons to save my life. I was in Florida, chunked everything, shot like 110. It was terrible. Thanks for the question. I haven't done that question before. Gotta tell you all something important about Jose and Andres. Toyota coming out with a new Tundra. Oh my gosh, it's a miracle. Toyota finally listened, but I'm still not giving my hopes up. More power, still cream it in sales. Sounds like Toyota is really worried about new Ranger then. It's interesting. So I asked, there's a video on this channel. I'm going to say it about 16,000 times. There's a video on the channel, video on channel, video channel. I talked to Sheldon Brown with Toyota, who I wanted to call Sheldon Cooper a dozen times. I stopped. If you get the Big Bang reference, more power to you. Anyway, so I talked to Sheldon Brown about it. And I don't think they're that worried about it, but they see that marketplace expanding, which is incredible to me to see the mid-sized truck market expanding. I guess it was dead. It was absolutely dead a few years ago, and now it's expanding. It's crazy. I talked to Ford, and Ford is very. Sorry, I get lots of phone calls when I say stuff, so I'm trying to make sure I say this in the most appropriate way. Ford defends their products really well, and so Ford would be very defensive of any negative comments towards a Ranger. I will tell you that while in January at the Toyota show, I happened to grab Mike Levine and Levine, I can never say it right. Anyways, Mike and I were talking about the oil filter. I did a video on this channel, question a day, and you guys blew up about it. Well, I took it down because I had an email from Ford saying, that's not the way it's got to be. It's got to be like this. And so I took it down. And Mike and I were talking about the oil filter in the Ranger. And he was pissed. He was pissed, and he had a good opinion on it. He was pissed because nobody contacted Ford to verify the story was accurate. They just ran the story, it went live, and it wasn't accurate. So him and I are talking about it. And I got to tell you something, folks. And maybe I won't get one. Maybe they'll pull back my loan because I'm too honest. I still think it's bullshit. And I will be getting a Ford Ranger in the next month or so, I think. I said no press loans for a while because I want my travel going up. So I think mid-February I get a Ranger. And there will be a video on this channel where I will lift it up on my floor jack, and I'm going to take those screws out. And you and I are going to talk about whether you think that's a good idea or a bad idea. We're going to actually do it. We're going to pull back the plastic and take a look at where the oil filter is, because that shit just pisses me off. There's my rant. Okay. Toyota Tacoma TRD lineup is going to be checked by Gladiator, especially with Gladiator Rubicon. Dude, I can't wait. I hear it's March. It's Gladiator first drive, and I'm going to do everything in my power. If you guys would please tell your friends, hit the subscribe button, tell your buddies, whatever. If you guys can get me some more subs, I will be there. I'm going to drive it. I can't wait. If not, I got to wait till it comes out in the press fleet. But yeah, I really want to drive the Gladiator. I really want to drive him. FEMA paid him $20 million for making food for the victims, and he wanted more, and FEMA said no, and he wouldn't want to help Puerto Rico no more. He's just come back. Wow. There's a lot of Puerto Rico. There's this. I don't want to go into politics because we're going to all argue, and it's not going to turn anything. But Puerto Rico has been a really interesting topic. Will Tacoma ever fix the seam position in Tacoma, make it viable for someone taller than 6 feet? John, just wait. Speak for yourself, Tim. Don't like the electric cars. I like gas powered electric F-150, which I like to pick a topic when I do these live streams because I just kind of ramble about all sorts of stuff. But my thing that they're missing, Rivion's missing, Atlas is missing, Bollinger's missing, is that they're like, hey, it's quiet. You can go in nature and it's quiet and it's beautiful and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't hear the engine. Like, I don't buy a truck because it's quiet. My 62 Chevy C10 has dual exhaust because I want to hear the damn thing. I want to hear it. I don't want something that's quiet. Why is Ford piping in sound in the 3.5 liter EcoBoost in the Raptor? Why are they piping in sound? Because people don't like it. It's got to be louder. And I'm just like, come on, guys. You know, that's the thing with electric trucks. They're like, it's so quiet. It's going to be great. And listen to nature. I don't like that. I don't want that at all. Wait, did I just hear that Tim said I was right? Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's on. It's live. You can see it. Cool deal. Thanks. Hey, no problem, Red. I worked on Mizuno for a while by getting a set of testing clubs, but they wouldn't let me do that. Go ahead to see the new range on the streets here. So like hotcakes. I'm waiting for 6 months. Let me say it a little bit differently. Is that the range is gonna come out? It's pent up demand, right? I got neighbors who own really old ones, waiting for the new one, right? Then holding on, right? So there'll be a big surge in pent up demand. I expect the first month or two of sales to be right, and then I'm waiting for 6 months. In 6 months, in my opinion, 6 to 9 months, we'll see that crest come down. You'll see it versus Tacoma, it versus Gladiator, and you'll be able to actually see what the market's doing. Because pent-up demand is going to drive that like crazy. That's what's going to happen to the Ranger. Yeah, Puerto Rico, Trump, yes. The Ranger is beautiful, but I wish it had American design like the F-150 or Super Duty. So it's really interesting in Detroit. I was talking to Chad Collender, who was on this channel. He's a Ford Ranger marketing manager. And we're standing in the Ford booth, and across the way is the Chevy booth. I'm going to tell you guys these things. This is why you watch Livestream. This is all the inside knowledge I gain that shows. Because I use my eyes. Look around, huh? That's what I'm doing. Anyways, Chad and I are talking. He's like, isn't it interesting that all the Chevy trucks are parked this way, and all the Ford trucks are parked this way? It's almost like there's like a pickup truck battle. And I'm like, yeah. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. They plan these shows out months in advance. They park these things next to each other. And I was talking to Chevy, and they're like, so at the Ford booth in NIAS, North American International Auto Show, whatever, Detroit. The Ford booth is a, well, they're all like rectangles, right? And then next to it, Chevy. Next to this side is Ram. So Ram and Chevy kind of like got both corners. Well, Ford put up these big blocks of, I don't know, cardboard or I don't know, PVC board, whatever. PVC, no. Anyways, they built these two stands each side, and they were floor to ceiling, and they were probably 20 feet long, and it said Ford on them with the big blue lights, and they faced the Chevy stand, they faced the FCA, the Ram stand. And so he's on the corners, in the middle of these stands of the booth of Ford, was these two big floor-to-ceiling displays that said Ford. That way, if you were standing around Chevy and took a photo, like heading towards the Ford booth, all you saw was a blue oval. Same thing in Ram, you saw the blue oval. Well, it's done on purpose, guys. That's done on absolute purpose. They're like standing there and marketing their planning stuff, and they get the floor plans, and they pay for the booth site way ahead of time. They plan that stuff out. They spend millions of dollars to make these booths, and that's what they do. And so I thought it was hilarious. There was a Ford Ranger at the Detroit Auto Show. Excuse me, Detroit. Thinking of Chicago coming up, but Detroit, and it had the same lights on it. The ZR2 Bison had same LED little lights on the hood, and it looked like a damn ZR2 Bison. Exactly what it looked like. It was the second one on display, and it's staring right at it. I should do a video one of these times about the nuances of the auto shows. 6.7 Cummins oil change, same as Ranger. Really? You got to fold back wait, Last Star Foster. I hope you're still on there. I've been behind in my comments. Is 6.7, is that in the Ram or the Dodge, whatever we call the damn thing? Same thing? I don't know enough about heavy duties. I'm trying to get better at heavy duties. I don't know enough about them. Problem Nissan and Toyota is they don't have the ear of the public like Ford, GM, and Mopar do that, so they can't be in the big three owns the pickup market. No, the problem with Nissan and Toyota is they don't make a heavy duty. Do you think the new F-150 will look like Ranger? No. The interesting about the Ranger is that there's not that much aluminum. Let me pick up on that. I asked Chad in my videos towards the end. I asked him about aluminum in the Ranger, and there's not much. Like, it's about average, right? So like the Ranger's got the swinging components, the hood, the tailgate, the doors, everything swings is kind of aluminum. The same damn thing Silverado's done. I just thought it was fascinating. There's not that much aluminum in the Ranger, which just tells me Ford was like, all right, fine, we'll come to market with it. And they just, I don't know. The Ranger's so fascinating because it seems to me it's almost like an afterthought for Ford, but yet they feel like they've hit the marketplace pretty well. I don't know. It's so interesting to me. I love sales results because sales results prove all guys like me right or wrong. So if you guys know my colleagues at all, and maybe you've been on social media and talked to my colleagues and Car and Driver and people like that, Road and Track, and you know that we make a lot of these accusations about stuff and we make these long-term assessments, and that's what it's going to be, damn it. But sales results really tell you whether you're full of shit or you're not going to, out of the park. That's what the deal is. And so I just love sales results because they tell me where I'm at. Am I close to it? Am I off the button? Am I on the market or am I way off the market? Because I want to try to be, factual. And I hear a lot of things, talk to a lot of people, make sure I give you guys information you guys want. I don't want to make stuff up, but I want to make sure I'm on the heartbeat of the marketplace. And I got to tell you what, I just feels like the Ranger to me is an afterthought. Like they'd much rather still sell the F-150. All right, all dealers here said a new Gladiator will arrive next year in January or April. I'm so sad. Oh, in Puerto Rico. Yeah, it'd be a while. Long time on a boat. Weldon Gladiator. Interesting. Forums tell you so much stuff. You want to push electric quiet, need to target commercial segment first. Maybe metropolitan areas can stop building sound barriers around their city. Yeah. You want to talk about walls? Metropolitan areas that building walls like crazy. So Tim is horrible at golf. Okay, whatever. I am not terrible at golf. I had like I was down to like a 4.5 handicap last year. Okay, Dan, you are right. I love the orange and yellow color. I have a Ford thumbnail, but I think you guys are just yakking. Nothing wrong with thumbnail. Okay. So here's the thing. Ford Tim is be careful what he says about Ford right now because he has one of their vehicles. I don't have a tell coming soon. I don't have to be a nice Ford EcoBoost engine second. A, I don't have the vehicles right now, and B, I have to straddle the line a little bit. I do. I can't call whatever terrible because there's people that build them that love them. There's been a lot of Ford fans on this channel lately. There are a lot of fans on this channel, so I got to make sure I play to both parties. I want to make sure I give the Ranger a fair assessment. So the Ford's F-150 has been a great selling car or truck. Why people say car with that all the time? It gets me confused in my head. Great selling vehicle for a long time. So they know they're doing something right. Ford is doing something right. Whether you love them, hate them, it's like the Patriots. Anyways, Ford is doing a great job. They really are. And so you can't be down on them. They are doing, whatever. Great job. Yes, and the Ram have to take off the airbox, go through the side of the Ranger. They didn't even have to make a cap to go on the oil filter so the oil doesn't come out anywhere when you're moving from the side. What year is that, Foster? Is that a newer Ram with the Cummins? I want to know. I really do want to know. Please let me know. If you don't read this comment, see it later. People comment below. Let me know about that comments. I want to make sure I point my video. I'm fair to the Ford Ranger. Puerto Rico. CSL 1222100. New sub. I just want to say I love you. Hey, thanks, buddy. Or girl. I don't know. Sorry. Drink some more whiskey. Let the awkward moment go by. I'm glad you like the videos. I'm hoping this channel really takes off. I'd like to do some more writing for my pickuptrucktalk.com site. I want to do my own stuff. I'm tired of selling stuff. So thanks for being a sub. And I'm taking feedback. You guys going to your man feedback? Let me know. I've been reading the comments. I respond as best I can. Let me know. A week to ship from Jacksonville, Florida, before we go to ship the Jeep Pillar. Yeah, but the problem is your marketplace in Puerto Rico, as far as the number of vehicles sold, is going to dictate how many are shipped there. Of course, I refer to the sell up to the Ranger profit margin grown as GVWR increases. Yep. Kevin, Casey, Space, Bevan. Casey gets it. Puerto Rico statehood. EVs are coming, like it or not. Get ready. Manufacturers will be getting with the program sooner or later. They're coming. I've been hearing, but here's the thing with Fasted. I've seen that same comment for the last 10 years. It's been 10 years. That's a long time. I've been doing this for about 10 years. That's a long time. And I keep hearing it. Now, I'm not against EVs. I'm concerned about battery electric EVs, but I'm doing next week in Japan. I'll be doing hydrogen, and it's a hydrogen it's hydrogen EV vehicle. So they use hydrogen to create an electrical explosion. Basically, when hydrogen mixes with air, creates energy, and energy recharges the battery. And so I'm not against EVs. I just really have concerns with battery electric EVs. I don't like how much they change your lifestyle. So I have a very unique point of view on that part of it, which pisses the hell out of other people. It is. Wait, John, you guys are grabbing each other. I don't pay import tax on plug-in electric and full electric cars. All right. Hey, Gene. Hey, Gene. Oh, thank God. I'm getting down the rabbit hole in EVs. With all the mid-sized trucks coming out, do you think Mitsubishi will sell pickups again? Ooh. I have theorized about this, John. I'm going to sit in my chair a little bit and theorize about this. Is that I have theorized about this quite a bit. And so Fred Diaz, who used to work at Ram, who worked at Nissan, who's now with Mitsubishi, said that Mitsubishi is a truck guy. He's a truck guy in Texas. He's a big truck guy. And I would think that they would do something. Now, what I'm hearing from my sources is that Mitsubishi will do something when the new Frontier comes out. They will use the same kind of, maybe rebadge it, maybe do something different with it. But yeah, I think they will have one. I think it'll be a new Frontier. And yeah, Nissan was on record saying new Frontier is coming, yada, yada, yada. They've said that for years. I'm not buying it. I'm going to wait till I see it. Oh, yeah, Dan. Hey, Dan, I was going to give you a thought about your videos. Can you change your camera angle? So, like, when I see your videos, you're like, it feels like you're far away, and it's like down off your chest going up like this. Maybe get a little closer and go a little higher. Like I'm even level with this, but I prefer to be a little bit more like this, so it's looking down on me a little bit. Try that. I think you'll have some better success with that. What are your thoughts on the 2020 Tundra achieving 30 miles per gallon? So it can't be a hybrid as it only helps in city driving. So I was with Toyota in Detroit, and I was discussing this idea of a Tundra achieving 30 miles per gallon. And I have a few thoughts. Number one is that it's too soon for hydrogen. I'm not going to do hydrogen with that. Number two, I was told there are other ways to make 30 miles per gallon. So I will tell you right now that theory is true. Toyota is working on a 30 mile per gallon Tundra. They really are working on it. I will tell you that my thoughts are it's going to be from the Lexus side of hybrid. They'll do a V6 hybrid in it, and they'll lightweight the hell out of it. Right now, the Tundra is one of the heaviest trucks in the marketplace, and I feel like they will take a bunch of weight out of it. So that story is true. It is true that they're working on 30 mile per gallon Tundra. I don't know that timing-wise, it won't be 2020. It'll be 2021 before they get to the marketplace, because the redesign happened in 2014, so 15 model year. I'll make sure my numbers are right. Sorry, I've been in a long time. So that's about 7 years, which is about typical for Toyota. Look, guys, there's Toyota, there's conservative. They're on the same line. Toyota is a very conservative company. They're going to wait 7 years. And so I'm telling you, it's going to be that in probably it'll be the 2020 Chicago Auto Show, because they do the trucks at auto shows in Chicago. It'll be a new Tundra in that year. It's going to be 30 mile per gallon. Probably be a lightweighted, high strength steel. It'll probably be a V6 variant, and probably be a multi-speed transmission. That's my guess. I'm concerned about that. I don't see them going diesel. But I'm going to Japan next week. I'm going to hammer them. Whether we sit around and drink sake or we do it on live, I'm gonna figure it out. All right, Casey says Mitsubishi never saw a pickup. They barely broke 100,000 vehicles and sold in 2017 for 17 years. Mitsubishi needs a pickup though. Their lineup is terrible. Do you have any whiskey sponsors yet? I don't. I'm doing a sad face. You're crying. I don't have anything. No, I keep buying my own, which is fine. They do have the Japanese whiskey in my store here in Gearing, and it's $45 a bottle. I'm done it. Ford, a Chevy, not a chance, and Chrysler will soon rule the world because most Chevy guys, Chrysler guys are more honest and care about what the customers than Ford and Chevy. I'm sorry, but it's truth. So naturally, Dynamo Power is going to have to say that. Not sure what years for the Ram, but that could be all heavy duties with 6.7. Huh. Brian's Mobile One has a channel on it. Brian's Mobile One. Hey, would you do me a favor, Last Star Foster? Can you find that video and post it below in the comments after this video gets posted? This video gets posted, and then there'll be some comments below. Send me that one. Because again, I want to be fair to Ford. I'm gonna make sure to call them out. How long until we see an EcoBoost in F1, F250, F350? Ooh, boy, that's a good one. I was just arguing with Mr. Truck. So do you guys know Mr. Truck? Kent, him and I are in Chicago or Detroit. Why am I saying Chicago all the time? I know why I'm saying Chicago all the time because I'm drinking whiskey. Anyways, we're discussing EcoBoost in Detroit, and I said to him, I said, I don't like towing with EcoBoost. I don't. I feel like there's not much in the throttle and the gas pedal. I feel like displacement. I need a bigger engine. There's not much I like about that towing with it. I like EcoBoost. Time out. I like the EcoBoost engine. A lot of fun. Awesome offline. I can't get the fuel economy, and I can't tow with it really well. That's my two things. And I've tried. I don't know if I'm at elevation. I know TFL does their up the gauntlet, but I drive to Cheyenne 80 miles an hour in the wind, and hell, that's a damn gauntlet too. But I don't like it for towing. I like it for everything else. And I think it's awesome, right? So I tow less than TFL, and I'd buy it because I don't tow that much. And so the occasional time I'm towing would be fine because it doesn't make a big deal. I just don't have that many towing needs. I don't many other people that do, but I just don't see them doing that. I don't see it in the F-250 and 350. No, I don't. I could see another decade or so because of the advancements in high strength steel and dropping the weight. I could see them doing an F-250 or 350. The game is about lightness. If they can make that truck lighter and lighter, it makes sense in that truck application. But because you're towing a lot, I don't see them doing it. Which I guess is my argument against Kent was that if the EcoBoost was such a great towing engine, you'd see it in Super Duty, right? There's my story. I've never been to one of those auto shows. Maybe we should consider it. They're fun to go. I enjoy going. I'm going to Houston, go to Chicago, go to places. They're fun to go. You see all these vehicles at once. You get all this different in your mouth marketing. So you can kind of have to sit back and go, okay, what do I hear? What do I buy? What makes sense to me? What's bullshit? What's really gonna work out? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Elliot's currently walking around nice, kind of disappointed. It is. There was such a lack of energy in that show this year. There's a lot of did you see Elliot? Did you see the part where they had a bunch of the sports cars? There's a whole thing of sports cars, like a dream kind of place because they've tried to fill up show space. Detroit's boy, auto shows are in trouble. Detroit was terrible this year. I can't wait to go summertime. It's going to be awesome when they go summertime. And I really I think that the Dream Cruise can do some more this year because auto shows are terrible. I think they should use more there at Dream Cruise. Yeah. So, Dan, the trick with interviewing a CEO is you don't give them an earful. You listen an earful. Yeah, problems. I'm not going to talk reliability. I'm not a big fan of towing them. In my experience, you either get eco or you boost. You don't get both. I'm same. All right. That being said, I would say the EcoBoost is well seen, but the 5 liters good engine for not from the engine for doing safer at 86 EcoBoost. Do you do any of the drives auto shows? Ooh. I don't typically do the drives. I'm too busy yakking to have time to do the drives. Yeah, envy. So my I'm gonna get to the Elliot. Hold on. Is that wait? I should make yeah. There we go. Make Gina moderate. He's been on quite a bit. Anyways, uh, I don't normally have time to do the drives, and I have enough time to do them when I get press vehicles anyway. So I don't really worry about that very much. But those experiences are interesting. I want to do the Telluride one at NIAS, and I ran out of time to get over there. There's so many press conferences and stuff. I don't have time to get over that stuff. I don't really enjoy the show. So here's the thing with NIAS that people don't understand is that whatever they tell you, whatever you see, I take photo. Let's say I go to Detroit and I take photos of it. Whatever you see of the photos I think from Detroit won't be the same as what you see because they change the show up after the press leaves and move cars around. And so what I saw there may not be the same as what you see there. That's just the reality of it. And so yeah, I don't know. I just don't think I don't have time to do it. And the show changes. I'd love to go back to a show one time and just like walk around and bump around because it changes so much. Okay. Yes. I called the F-150 a car. I'm sorry. People said it to me all the time. It is a car. I hate that too. I'm sorry. You really want to drive a B4 one? Yeah. Yeah. So my friend Elliot, she knows the guy who owned Envy, and they literally called him up and said, "Hey, we need more cars. Need more cars. Need more cars." And so he kept bringing down cars to fill up that spot because the show was so empty. Literally, what's happened. Is salespeople trying to get me to buy a car the second I stand in a car? Yeah, the models too. Can we get rid of the models at car shows? I've seen more pictures of the damn models. Drive me nuts. I hope auto shows do die. Ooh. When I see their product in real world action, not marketing team trying to ops. I understand what I say there. The public. I can't say it, but that's a big word choice. Bravo. Obfuscate. I say it a little bit. Give me a little bottle. I'll be fine. They're changing for sure. There's a lot of conversation automotive industry about them changing. We have a lot of times talking about it. You know what's going to change, and so it's going to be interesting. What type of currency do aliens use? Starbucks. Okay. What makes so sense is the EcoBoost is supposed to be a powerful and fuel efficient. Okay, yet the Ram heated it and put it in, hated it. What did I do? Lost this. Hated it or put it in, and it's just as efficient EcoBoost with less effort. I don't know. Thanks for the upgrade. Yeah, hey Jane, you deserve it. You've been asking great questions, been here quite a bit. See what it's like. See what I like about Rams. They look for simple solutions to complex problems. Ram didn't have the best fuel economy, so what they did was they had the eco torque system. Yeah, it seems that to be used wherever you found a reason to complain about. I like the Super and XT6. Do you like the XT6? I think it's terrible. I don't like the little badging by the fender wall on the front of it. So by the door, little badge about this big says Cadillac on it. Cadillac. My excuse. Cadillac on it, and I don't know. Super got a lot of negativity because it looks like a BMW or something like that. I don't know. I don't do much with Supras. I was there for the private unveil, the private sneak peek. I saw the convertible. I saw the Trek Edition RCF, and I saw the Supra. I was in the back. I was like, it's not a truck. All right, I've seen worse Detroit auto shows. 70s area equals scary. Yeah, I think auto shows are gonna stay around, but it's definitely gonna change. Ram has so what is confirmed about the electric F-150? I couldn't find seem legit. Nothing. This is the thing. Ford needs to make news. How should we make news? We should talk F-150. Everybody likes to talk F-150. Okay, good idea. You want to talk F-150? Good. Oh, let's tell people we're doing electric F-150. Good idea. All right, good. Oh my God, they're doing electric F-150. And then wonk wonk. 10 years from now, basically, is going to do it. And there's no stats, no specifics, nothing. It's just going to be like, oh, by the time it comes out, it may not even come out. It's a future plan. It's a talking point. It was oh, I'll tell these guys this. We'll get lots of extra media from it. Yeah. I'm sorry. Kind of made me mad. It was just crazy. It was just, there's nothing confirmed. Nothing's happening. It makes no sense to me from a towing and hauling standpoint. People are always like, hey, the Rivian pickup, it's 300 miles of range, whatever the hell the damn thing is. It tows a freaking tank. Yeah? How long does it tow that tank? 20 feet? 45 feet? 65 feet? That's the thing. You can say whatever you want, but there's no trailer sway control. There's no tow haul mode I can see on it. There's limited range, and you add a bunch of weight to it. Think about taking an RC car and tying a rock around it and saying, let's drive to, across the country. That's what you're doing. Yeah. That's everything Tim was talking. You were on a rant. Yeah. We know you're on a rant, Dan. I hate the XT6 like everybody else does. Literally a BMW Z4, and I love it. Huh. Interesting. A new vehicle reveal expected to be at Houston Auto Show. I think that last year was a Longhorn trim. Yeah, they're doing a Longhorn trim for the Ram this year too. I'll do a video on that. And Nissan's got a concept of Warrior truck kind of concept they're going to show. I just got a press release on that. I need to research it some more and see what it is. It's a lifted Nissan Titan. And I just not get an email back. Let's see. Email back. No. Damn it. I hear there's news of a Chevy heavy-duty embargo breaking tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I'm on a plane. I'm kind of pissed about that. I want that news. I want to do my video tonight and have the news go out tomorrow. Or in the morning, whatever they want to do. But I'm hearing there's some stats from the new Chevy heavy-duty supposed to go live. When Eco Diesel Ram going to be at the show, February, March? It was supposed to be first quarter of this year. The challenge is EPA has been closed with a shutdown, so it could be delayed. I was going to put my video about the 3500, but I thought I didn't want to add too much more to that video because I want to get a lot of questions about stuff. But it seems like the timing's right for it to be, February, March. But the challenge with you guys that I guess you have to understand is for my world, you look at things in big show terms. So Chicago's next in February. That makes most sense. So there's 4 major auto shows: Chicago, Detroit, LA, and New York. Detroit just happened. It showed there. Chicago's up next. Could be there. And then you start looking at New York City, which is in April. That's not a truck show. It's late luxury cars, things like that. Then LA in November. And that's where you're seeing like the October Texas State Fair becoming a truck show, because the automakers need one more show in there to show stuff off. The regional shows, they don't do big unveils. Houston, they do the Longhorn unveil for the Ram because it's a Texas thing, and they save it for that show because they're trying to get more Texas people to buy their trucks because Texas is such a big important market for them. But you're not going to see anything like, there's no big shows coming up. So that's when I theorize about stuff. I sit down and think, okay, what's coming up? There's 4 shows. What's the deal? And so I started thinking about Chicago would be the next one. If it's not Chicago, it probably just makes dealer lots. Honestly, it probably just makes the dealer lots and regional shows. They probably don't make an announcement about it. LA BMW is the absolute polar opposite of Toyota. Toyota prides itself in reliability, and BMW is all about reliability. Ford electric F-150's new orbital 2-stroke engine of 1990. Yeah, it's coming. It's going to be here. It's going to be great. Yeah. I remember when Toyota and Ford were going to build an electric truck together. Not sure what happened with that. It's not possible. I like battery electric vehicles. The Bolt, I drove the Bolt. It was a lot of fun. It was down 30% in sales year over year. It's brand new. people aren't buying them, and it's hard to do them when you're trying to get a battery to last that long and that much load, and then you're trying to make it charge quickly at a price point people can buy. It's a lot to ask. A lot to ask consumers. Ford said an all-new Super Duty we have never seen before is coming, maybe to compete with the Ford Power Wagon. Yeah, I read that news story too. My friend Chad Kirchner wrote it about the drive. I don't buy it. Sorry. Well, should I explain why I don't buy that? I don't know. You guys want to explain? Let me know. But I don't buy that at all. Oh, please. The only reason why Fred Diaz is at Mitsubishi is because he's got his ass handed to him by Nissan of getting drunk and making an ass of himself and got fired. No. That's not what happened. Mitsubishi's the only one who could take free. No. Stop. Super Raptor at one sounds awesome. No, Dan, you're inaccurate on that. Fred Diaz is a really bright guy. He did not get drunk. The alliance happened. Nissan bought a share of Mitsubishi. They needed a good executive to run that company. They took Fred Diaz, who's a really smart executive, and put him in Mitsubishi. Do I think it was the right idea? I do not. I did not think it was the right idea at the time. I still don't think it's the right idea. I think it really hurt Nissan trucks when he did that. But that's what Ghosn wanted to do. He did not get drunk. Jim probably said it would not be like Raptor. No. They want to do a 2500, or excuse me, Ford Lingo, 250, 350, and be a Power Wagon competitor. That's the deal. Did Ram do the same as VW with Dieselgate? All right, wait. I'm actually looking at doing that, Tim. The problem is I don't have proper equipment right now. I'm using my pillow for support, but as soon as I can, I'm looking at getting a selfie stick. Yeah, keep working on that, buddy. Try some books, try some stuff. The angle would make a big difference, I think, for you. Because right now it looks a little awkward. But try your angle a little different. All right, back to Last Star Foster. I want to say yes. And I could get emails about this too, but they got caught with their pants down. $800 million. CARB went after them for like another couple $100 million. And it seems like they did something wrong. The supplier for the turbo engine got how many $1 million fines. It's somebody screwed that up. I did not hear a bunch of pushback from Ram on this. They know somebody screwed something up, and I don't think it was. I think it was. I think it was additionally a couple of engineers who did it. I don't think it was a company wide. I don't think they're trying to hide anything. Two, 3 guys really screwed up, and they cost the company millions. I think it's literally what happened. Tripod, my phone improvements are coming. Yeah, I think a tripod sound would be good. A little bit of sound if you could get a little closer to it. And a topic, energy, Dan, energy. Drink some whiskey. Take a shot of Red Bull, something. Get fired up. Don't forget about the State of Fair, Texas. Yeah, that's what I was saying. State Fair, Texas. That show has become a must in my calendar because it's become such a truck show, and automakers need one more thing. They need something else to another show that debut stuff. Holly Weird loves EV while they get chauffeured in 1,000-pound armored dogs. That's very true. Explain why you don't buy. So the 250 FX4 package is pretty damn good. So Ford would have to take that FX4 package. They have to take a electronically disconnecting front axle, and they'd have to add a Mopar winch to it, or not Mopar, a Warren winch to it, and they call it the Power Wagon. But why fight it? Why? The Power Wagon is badass. It really is badass. But you're looking at a small percentage of the overall 3/4 ton market. Why go after that really small percentage of 3/4 ton market? Why? That I don't understand that piece of it. You're not going to increase sales that much. Power Wagon has been badass for years. Ram's on the marketplace. Dodge Ram before that. They don't sell that many of them. I know they maybe tell me they do, but they don't really sell that many of them to create the business case for Ford to spend the money to go down that road. I just don't. I don't buy that from a business standpoint. I suppose they could. That's also why I've been skeptical about TRX coming to the marketplace. Why go against the Raptor? Why? They have the Rebel. Rebel sells pretty well. Why go after that? Why chase niche marketplaces when you can focus on the grander scheme of things? Yeah, dog's barking at Dan. Kid asked me what the 1990s was, so I rented a 2019 Tundra to show him. There's been on VHS, an Ace of Base cassette in the driver's seat. Oh, that's awesome. So they saw the sign. Yes, they definitely saw the sign. Can you imagine a Ram Hellcat Dakota? No, it won't be a Ram. Ram won't build it. It'll be Dodge Hellcat or whatever they're gonna call it, or Jeep Hellcat Dakota. And open up my eyes. Oh, that's good. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. So there's a couple things. 5 minutes here. A couple things I'm going to tell you guys that you're still around. 16 minutes into this, you want to share this, whatever. Tell your friends. Two things happened at the Showdown show I didn't tell you about. Number one, talking to the Ford Explorer ST man, Lee, video on the channel again, said 1,000 times. Lee and I were discussing things, and he said, "Look," he goes, "the Explorer just got rid of the CD player. We just got rid of that like 2 years ago." He goes, "It's awesome. We're moving forward to CD player." He goes, "Not 2 months later, I got an email saying from a customer from a dealer going, 'Where's my CD player?'" The second thing is Sheldon and I were standing outside Tacoma, and I didn't get this in video, and I should have really gotten a video. Is Sheldon and I are talking about the entry exit at Tacoma, and how I hit my head every time I go into the truck. And he's like, I've heard that, I haven't seen that, I don't understand. This is come here. So I got into the Tacoma, and I went to stand in that blue one I have in the video, and I hit my head and I had to back up and then hop in, get into Tacoma. Right, I had to do the weird head thing to get into it. And I said, "See, I moved my head to get in." He goes, "All right." Well, he goes, "We really like the body line styling. So the shape of the cab, if you look at the rake angle of the windshield, it kind of goes to back, and it's got a nice shape because we just like how thin that is. We don't go much bigger." And I said, "Well, hey, you get in." So he gets in, and I'll do a side profile. Can I do a side profile? He gets in, he goes and sits in. And I was like, "Dude, you just moved your head." And he goes, "What?" And I like, "You got in, you grabbed the steering wheel, and you went back, and you went under and went in." And he goes, "I did?" And I was like, "Yeah. If I had a video, you literally just bent your head to get into the Tacoma. That's what customers bitch about. You did it automatically." And he says, "Well, I know my product. I know I'm getting into it all the time." I'm like, "You've gotten trained. Your muscles have gotten trained to get into that Tacoma. And here are us who don't get as much time as you do, are beating their heads against it." I said, "I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if to fix the rake or whatever, but the rake and windshield or make it back or whatever." But I said, it's ridiculous that I have to bend my head to get in this thing." And I said, when I went camping with it, video on this channel, obviously, when I went camping with it, I didn't realize it, but I got done, and I had trained myself to bend my head to get into it. And so myself and one of the Toyota guys were sitting there, we asked him about why there's no handheld on the driver's side, because he says, "Because you're going to grab the steering wheel." And I said, "Well, the steering wheel moves." I said, "Fix that." He says it's going to. They're working on it. Coming soon. They're going to fix that. But yeah, so I mean, that's the stuff that happens. I didn't get a video. Like, it's my word against his, whatever. But I'm like, that's stuff that happens in auto shows behind the scenes. And yeah, he bent his head, literally bent his head to get in. I'm like, dude, you're not seeing that? Like, took video yourself getting in it. You can obviously see what's going on. Yeah. Do you think VW actually hurts GMC by not bringing the AMROC here? I'm gonna have to find the market for Canyon. I think that whole Ford and VW partnership news was a load of crap. So in Detroit, my friends were talking about how they could change their flights. Ford was supposed to have a press conference Tuesday morning. They put it out late. And a press conference with VW, they're going to talk about like, hey, it's going to be a partnership. We're going to do a press conference on it. Then at like 8 o'clock that night, they send an email saying we're going to do a phone call. And now they're going to talk about doing overseas stuff. Like, really? The European market is crap. The North American market and China, the two biggest markets in the world. And they're going to do something overseas partnership. And we're going to be all this press conference above it. I didn't do a story. You will not find a video on this channel about that partnership because it's crap. I don't understand why they're even talking about that. Who cares? I don't care. AMROC in the U.S., that's forum stuff. Oh, they had a partnership in Europe. Now you talk about the U.S. No, No, that's just crap. Sorry, I should be more civil about it, but that was just a weird. That was just not a no. I'm back freezing my ass off. Dogs, 10 degrees outside, low 30s. Yeah, Tacoma's not tall, guy friendly. I'm about 6'4", so easy for me to get back. I did bang my head, 5'7", bang my head, 5 guilty as charged. Ranger better headroom. Yeah, I want to be in the Ranger. I want to check it out. Yeah. Don't buy a Tacoma with a sunroof. They said less room. I bought one anyway, not preferred method of entry. Is it? But do you bend your head? I don't have a problem with it. If you're gonna bend your head, that's fine. But at least understand you're gonna bend your head to get into it. Do a video. I'm telling you, put it up on a tripod, whatever, a bench. Shoot a video. Watch yourself getting into it, and I guarantee you're gonna bend your head back as you get into it. That's what's gonna happen. All right, we got an hour. Well, I'm at an hour. I need to wrap this up. I'm gonna do the next 5 questions or 4 questions, whatever. I got to pack my bags for tomorrow. This is why we don't like the Jap trucks. Not tall guy friendly. Yeah, they're not. You using a Bronco? Nothing. There's nothing on a Bronco. There's absolutely nothing on it. It's just it's crazy. Big heart attack. They're working on it. Yeah, right. No, I'm serious. You can call me a liar all you want, but wait February, tell me I'm a liar. I have a bend in my neck. My father-in-law 09 tag. Yeah. Not much. I'm willing to bet that you have a video on this, but I probably do have a video. 2120 Chevy heavy duty. I want to see the numbers. I don't believe they're going to be the torque that the Ram's going to have, which is fine. 1,000 foot-pounds of torque is great, but I think the difference between that and the real world towing is not the big of a deal. I've seen it in person, guys. I've seen it in person. It doesn't look that bad in person. I don't like the mirrors, but here's the thing I didn't realize. This is the bombshell moment for me, was that the 2020 Chevy Silverado Heavy Duty has the mirrors on a door. It's creating a lot of buzz. People don't like it. Mirrors on a door. The 2019 GMC Sierra and 2019 Chevy Silverado 1500 half tons have the same mirror placement on the doors. Why we didn't notice that before? No idea. But look, if you Google that, Google 2019 Chevy Silverado 1500, you will see the mirror placement is the same on that 1500 as is in a 2020 Chevy Heavy Duty. So what do? They took the Chevy Traverse grill, they put it on the Heavy Duty, and they kept the mirrors the same as did the half ton, and there's your pickup. I mean, that's what it is. I did not think the looks were that big of a deal, and I'm sorry. I own 4 1960s era Chevy C10s. Don't give me that garbage about looks like a 1960s work truck. It's complete crap. I've driven them. I've done. I'm not seeing it. I'm sorry. I'm not seeing it at all. It's just because the bow tie is up a little bit higher. That's what it is. But the photos they sent out were terrible. I talked to Chevy about this. They had better photos. They had better photos available. They got killed for multiple reasons. They put out those photos, and that's what happened. That front-end photo, the black and white kind of front-end photo you see, there's a reason why in the following releases they didn't issue that photo. It looked terrible. But the truck doesn't look that terrible at all. I'm telling you, it's a whole lot over nothing. And no, it won't tow as much, and no, it won't have the horsepower as much, and no, it won't have the torque as much. Chevy doesn't care. Neither does GMC. They don't care about that Class D number. They think they can sell as much as they can. They'll do fine. That's what they're going to do. I was talking to Chevy about it. The reason those HD mirrors are up higher, it's same placement as Silverado. They're up higher. They're not up higher, but excuse me. They look different. They're at a lower level than if they were on the normal placement with the window along with the vent used to be. If they're up in that normal placement, you couldn't see anything because you can see over top of them. They drop them down lower so you can see over top of them. That's the goal. It's the goal. I do think it's interesting how we're not talking about Silverado 1500 anymore as far as looks, right? It kind of went away. Now we're talking about 2020 Chevy Silverado heavy duty. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I got a couple minutes left. I'm going to give you 20 seconds here. Even OBS 4s have mirrors on the doors. Yeah. What guys? I think we are bored, Tim. I'm out of here. Later, Dan. And Chevy squared the fender walls and heavy duty. Yeah. F-150 and F-250. Yeah, spring rakes and frames a lot different. The Chevy HD mirrors are horrible. People are pissed off with square fenders. They can put big tires on them. People are gonna be pissed off or whatever. Could mirrors on the doors bring back smoker vents windows? Hmm. I, I don't know what everyone way. I open Swedes all the time. My 62, I open his window vents all the time in the summertime. It's a great breeze. It really is. It travels. Live again. I think I'm gonna try in 2 weeks. I'll be in Japan next week. I'll be heading towards Michigan the following week. I'll try, or it'll be 3 weeks. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna be busy. I'll be on the road. I'm gonna do the best I can. All right, so that's it. I'm out. Later, Doug. Later, guys. Please go live in Japan. I will try my best. I hear there's Wi-Fi issues over there. I'm gonna buy some sort of thing. If I get a chance, guys, I will go live in Japan. Best I can do. Best I can do. So watch for more videos. I'm gonna put up a ton of content. Maybe not so much this week, but in the following weeks there'll be a ton of new content. Please share. Please subscribe. Please like. Please comment. I really want to blow this channel up and doing the best I can. I need your help. Thanks, bros. All right. That's for now. Bye.